Hey folks, it's Akitsu, and sorry I have been away. I took a minor break because I've been doing a lot of work with, household stuff, and trying to do a pallet project where you tear apart pallets to decorate, and it's really a ton of work to tear apart those pallets. But I am taking a break from gaming just for right now, just because it does take the editing now, and, I could just go ahead and do what I've been doing, which is record and just upload, but I do want to take a little break, see if the developers put out a new update for the Subnautica. I've got a bunch of other games I could be playing, but at the same time, it's one of those things where you just got to take a break every once in a while. So, I did something for myself for once. I ordered a Raspberry Pi. Now, let's see if I can get my stupid webcam to actually focus correctly. There we go. Just hold it the right way. This is a Raspberry Pi. This is its clear case, and this is the power supply. And I will be putting this together. Why, you ask? Because I'm making a retro Pi, and of course for that, I have a nice 32 gigabyte card to put in there. I have a vast game collection around here. I have 3DO, I have NES, SNES, I have a ton of Genesis games, I have a ton of PSP games, Sega CD, and Atari Jaguar, and the original Atari 2600, the Sega Master System. But the thing is, when you have all these things, you have to either A, dedicate an entire room to setting up every single console, which I have all those consoles, or you can get an emulation machine, and the Retro Pi is the way to go if you're going to go with emulation. So, I have decided to go ahead and give that a try. I already have all the ROMs for all of the games that I own, so I'm keeping it legal. I don't really need to expand beyond that, but I have a lot of games, and the sad thing is that I have not played these games for a long time, just because it's so much effort to actually hook up the game console and go ahead and, get everything running. I don't have CRT TVs anymore, so it's a little more difficult hooking up to these, HD TVs and stuff like that, and they look horrible. I would much rather emulate, get an HD signal, because the Raspberry Pi comes with an HDMI out. And I'm looking forward to actually playing the original stuff, the original Lunar on Sega CD, Night Trap on 3DO. Things like that, things that I've played years and years and years ago, but I have not played within at least 15 years, some of these things even longer. The original Space Flight, Mutant League Football, for God's sake. How can you not want to play Mutant League Football? And I'm just looking casually at my collection over here that I can barely see. Strider on the Genesis. Terminator 2 on the Genesis. Phantasy Star 2 on the Genesis. You cannot go wrong with any of these games. They're just all so good. Don't get me wrong, there's some stinkers in there. I've got some sports titles that I never actually played, but I picked them up for like 20 cents each. So, there are some stinkers in there, but I won't be loading those on. I will be doing Popful Mail, Iron Helix was a fun one, Sonic CD, Dune on the Sega CD. Come on. Dune. It's an adventure game, but it's still pretty cool for being Dune on Sega CD. Ground Zero Texas, by far the worst full-motion video game ever created, and I could play it on my Raspberry Pi. That is just an incredible thing. I mean, what can you do? I mean, PlayStation 1 games. I have almost every PlayStation 1 game that I can think of that's worth having. You know, Ghost in the Shell, Urgies, you know, it's just great games. And I'm looking so forward to this. So I will be doing recording of the whole process of putting it in and setting it up. But, well, maybe not setting it up, but I will be doing the build on camera so that people can see exactly how hard or easy it is. And I do like to have a record of it just in case I get through the whole thing and it doesn't work because, you know, of something that happened in shipping. It's always good to have video of your efforts on your end so that somebody can go, oh, well, you know, you didn't do anything wrong and it doesn't work, so what can you do? Anyway, I am going to go ahead and leave off here. Hopefully I'll have a video of the whole process. The Robocraft charity thing went over really well from what I heard, and they actually surpassed their goal, so that's a good thing. I have some gameplay footage, but it's just raw footage from the first day I was playing. It's not even, you know, that far into the whole campaign. I didn't tape the other days just because I got lazy. I was going to actually, you know, set up a whole new Mac and all this other stuff, but I never got around to doing it, so I never recorded again. Which, yeah, typical. But, yeah. I will leave off here. I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you get some education out of this on whether or not you want to actually do your own Raspberry Pi. I really cannot find any reason why somebody wouldn't want to. This kit that I got was $50 on Amazon from CanaKit. It comes with the clear case, the Raspberry Pi, the heat sinks, and the 2.5 amp power supply. It does not come with the card, but you know what? It's easy enough to do the card if you actually have the you know, tutorials and stuff on how to do it. I would say that if you're buying a kit and you really want a card and the price isn't quite right, sales on cards are always cheaper usually. This 32 gig cost me $11, so that was cheaper than the $74 I wanted for the 32 gig kit, so that's a lot of savings right there. Not bad. And I did see on Micro Center that they had a kit that was pre-put together, but all the videos I've seen of people building these, they're not that hard to put together, and secondly, that kit, you couldn't get into the case to change the card. It only came with an 8 gig card. Now, if you're doing, you know, one or two systems, NES or SNES, something like that, that should be fine. But if you're doing the bigger things like the Sega CD and the Jaguar, well, no, maybe not the Jaguar, they're still kind of small, but the 3DO, you know, things like that, then you're definitely going to need some space. So, card it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. There will be more content on here. I'll have to edit this video together, but that's fine. I don't know why I'm still rambling about it, but I do apologize for the lack of updates. I'll see you guys next time.